Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of our podcast. I'm David.
And I'm Jane. Today we have a really interesting topic. We're going to talk about learning, how we learn, how our brain remembers things, and how we can become better learners.
Yes, learning is something we all do every single day, but sometimes we don't even realize it. For example, when you learn a new word, a new recipe, or even when you find a faster way to get home, that's learning too.
Exactly. Learning is not only about school or exams, it's about growing, understanding, and improving every day. Our brain is always learning. It's just how it works.
So Jane, let's start with a simple question. What is learning?
Good question, David. Learning is when we get new information or skills and remember them. It's about changing our brain connections. When we learn something new, our brain makes new paths between its cells. They are called neurons.
That's right. It's like building small roads inside your brain. The more we practice something, the stronger those roads become.
Exactly. For example, when you first start learning to play the guitar, it feels hard. But after some practice, your brain gets used to it. Those brain connections become stronger and things get easier.
That's how memory works too. Repetition is key. When you repeat something, your brain says, "Oh, this is important. I should keep it."
You know, there's also something called active learning. It means you learn better when you do something, not just listen or read. For example, writing notes, asking questions, or teaching someone else.
When I was learning Spanish, I realized that I remembered words much better when I tried to use them in sentences instead of just reading them.
That's a great example because using information helps your brain keep it longer. Passive learning, like just watching a video, is not enough most of the time.
True. And motivation is also very important in learning. If you like what you learn faster and better.
Yes. When you're curious and excited, your brain releases chemicals like dopamine that make you feel happy. That helps you focus and remember more.
Wow. So our emotions really help us learn better. That's amazing.
It is. That's why teachers often say, have fun while learning. Because fun makes your brain open and ready to learn new things.
Do you know what I find interesting? Sometimes people say, "I'm too old to learn." But science shows that's not true at all.
You're right. The brain can keep learning at any age. This ability is called neuroplasticity. It means our brain can change, grow, and make new connections all the time.
That's incredible. So even if someone is 60, 70, or 80 years old, they can still learn something new?
Yes, it might take a little longer, but it's totally possible. The key is to keep your brain active. You can read, write, learn a new language, or even play puzzle games.
Let's talk about the stages of learning. Because learning usually happens in steps.
Sure, the first stage is understanding. You meet something new and your brain tries to make sense of it.
Like when you first hear a new word in English, you try to understand what it means.
Exactly. The second stage is practice. You start using it, maybe you write it, say it, or listen to it in a sentence.
And then comes repetition. The more you repeat, the better your brain remembers it.
Yes. The final stage is mastery. That's when you can use what you learned easily and naturally.
So, understanding, practice, repetition, and mastery. 4 steps of learning. That's simple and powerful.
Very simple, but not always easy, right?
True, because learning takes time and patience. Many people give up too early.
Exactly. The secret is consistency. Small steps every day are better than one big effort once a week.
That's a great tip. Like learning English. If you study a little every day, your brain keeps the language fresh.
And don't be afraid of mistakes. Mistakes are part of learning.
Yes. I always tell my students, if you never make mistakes, you never learn.
Totally agree. When you make a mistake, your brain says, wait, that didn't work. And it tries to fix it. That's how real learning happens.
So true. The brain learns from failure more than from success.
That's why it's important to have a growth mindset, believing that you can get better if you try.
Let's talk about different ways to learn. People don't all learn the same way, right?
Absolutely. Some people are visual learners. They learn better with pictures, videos, or colors.
Others are auditory learners. They learn better by listening, like in podcasts.
And some people are kinesthetic learners. They learn best by doing, moving, or touching things.
So, knowing your learning style can really help you study smarter.
Yes. For example, if you're a visual learner, use colorful notes or diagrams. If you're an auditory learner, listen to recordings or read out loud.
You know, Jane, technology also changed the way we learn.
Oh, absolutely. Today we have online courses, YouTube lessons, podcasts, and apps. Learning is easier and faster than ever before.
True. You can learn English, cooking, photography, or even space science right from your phone.
Yes, but it's also important to choose good sources. Not everything online is correct.
Great point. Always check where your information comes from.
And don't forget about breaks. Our brain needs rest to learn well.
That's right. Studying for hours without a break makes your brain tired.
The Pomodoro technique helps with that. Study for 25 minutes, then rest for 5 minutes. After 4 rounds, take a longer break.
I tried that before. It really works. Short breaks help you focus better.
Another helpful thing is sleep.
Sleep is super important.
When you sleep, your brain organizes the information you learned during the day. It's like saving files on a computer.
So, studying all night before an exam isn't really a good idea.
Exactly. Sleep helps your memory and your mood too.
What about learning languages? Many of our listeners are English learners.
Great question. Learning a language is one of the best exercises for your brain. It improves memory, attention, and creativity.
That's true. And it also connects you to new people and cultures.
Yes, but remember, you don't need to be perfect. Focus on communication, not perfection.
I love that. The goal is progress, not perfection.
And one last thing, learning never stops.
So true. Life itself is a learning journey.
Every day, we can learn something new about ourselves, about others, and about the world.
That's a beautiful way to end today's episode.
Thank you all for listening. Before you go, leave a comment and don't forget to share your ideas with us. See you next time.
See you in the next episode. Goodbye!